we're back. September 16th. It's a Monday morning. Is it morning? Monday morning. Drifting into the afternoon.
There you go.
Here.
Beautiful day outside.
Beautiful day.
75 degrees.
Fall is here.
Fall's
here.
Man.
Fall. Well, we had that, and I don't know what happened. We had that big weather storm that kind of happened above us last night or into this morning. So maybe this is a little bit.
Do you want me to bring some pumpkin spice lattes next week?
I don't drink pumpkin anything anymore. White girls killed that shit for me. I can't do it anymore. I can't even have pumpkin.
Okay.
Sucks.
Do you enjoy the
I like
taste?
pumpkin in my risotto. I like pumpkin risottos.
Yeah,
I mean, not really though. I've always been a weird pumpkin beer guy. Like I can have a couple, but I can't do the sixer of it, you know. And then after the whole,
I can't drink pumpkin beers or out. Pumpkin.
It's heavy, dude.
I just don't like.
Too
the taste
sugary.
of it.
There's one that I like. It's called like Son of a Pumpkin or something like that. I forget what the hell it is. It's good. It's good.
You're a son of a pumpkin.
You like lumpkins.
Hey, first things first. Don't say pumpkin.
You like it.
Good to be here. Adam's here, obviously. Pig's here. I'm here. We're gonna dive in real first. We're gonna dive in real quick. Firstly, UFC 306 happened on Saturday at the Sphere. That was a very big spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good fights that didn't end up being so good, in my opinion. I wasn't extremely entertained by the fights, even though it was fun to watch them. I'm not going to try to take too big of a shit on it because I did enjoy watching the fights. They were just, they were a little boring. They were all dominations. At least the top three fights were all dominations.
What I was asking earlier was, you said the point of the Sphere was to be more immersive, correct?
Yeah.
Were any of the fights on the Sphere screen too, or was that no?
So I saw when they were cut away from it for a little bit, they would show the walk-ins on the outside of the Sphere.
They were doing the outside, the exosphere or whatever they call it. That was
pretty fun.
I mean, and inside was very cool too. What they would basically do between every fight, as Jake was saying, they would play a little 90-second, 2-minute movie about the history of Mexico and the Mexican fighting spirit, and it was felt very, very nice. And then as the movie ended, it would kind of set into a new backdrop for that fight. So,
real quick too, in case you're a little confused, maybe you're watching confused, it was Mexican Independence Day. It was Noche UFC, so it was that's why they were doing the Ode to Mexico during the show.
Gotcha.
Just real quick, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all I really wanted to say. I was going to see if I could pull up some examples of what it looked like, but it was.
It looked cool.
I don't think it would. I don't think it. For me personally, it didn't. Kind of the hype was a little bit excessive for what we actually got. Fights aside, it was a very cool experience. But
the people, the reporters and stuff I've heard or I've read or I've listened to that were actually there at the event said it was that fucking cool.
Oh, you saw DC looking around
sure
like a little kid.
When O'Malley walked out, they showed him walking out. He's like, "What the fuck?" He's looking around because he'd never seen it before. He's in the back.
You know what's interesting is I think I was listening to Dana White on Pat McAfee the day before that, and I think it was insinuated that O'Malley was the only one that had seen it.
Okay.
So I think it was just maybe the spectacle of packed house now. This isn't a
live. It's actually rolling now. Yeah. Cool.
Maybe maybe that's why he lost. Maybe he was just a little nervous. And
we'll get into why he lost. I'll tell you why he lost. Do you want to just go up the main card? Do you want to start with some prelims, Adam?
Well, I think we do. I think it would behoove us to at least start with these chicks right here, Irene Aldana and Norma Dumont, just because of this horrific facial injury that was suffered. I
didn't see it. I heard from the broadcast that it was suffered via headbutt. They just kind of like boxers, when they kind of clash into each other. Mm-hmm. And it was right above her eye. And like I said, it looks like the gate into the Upside Down from the Stranger Things. It is a gashing, disgusting 25 stitches
11
she
pops
received
out.
cut.
She's okay.
She's fireball, still loses. She lost by decision. I hope that cut didn't go into it, but how could it not? She was bleeding. I mean, the whole third round, at least the bit of the third round I watched, she was just wiping blood. It was uncomfortable to watch, not because of the blood, because of I felt for her having to wipe it, and she's throwing punches and sloshing.
I mean, you could see forehead muscle right here, so there's nothing.
That's insane.
I just don't understand how you don't stop the fight at that point.
The doctor probably should have. I'm a little upset.
Could she have died from that? Maybe?
I don't think died, but can she? I mean, that's plastic. You're in plastic surgery.
She's obviously concussed too,
right?
You're concussed at that point.
I don't know if a cut causes a concussion. A concussion when your brain
knocks
knocks against your skull. Oh, from the headbutt itself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fair point. I mean,
Oh, it was this guy, Herb. What is it? Is that Herb Dean? Yeah. We'll talk about him a little bit later.
Yeah, we will talk about him a little bit. She lost. I hope I didn't go into it, but dude, how tough do you have to be to fucking continue after that?
Tougher than I would be.
Jeez, I couldn't do that shit. You fucking out of your mind. And she was punching and fighting and pushing forward, and so I don't care if she lost. She's got my fan vote now. I'm a big fan of hers now.
I'm gonna guess that by that point when she was gashed open like this, she was probably thinking, "Imagine if I could come away with the win out of this."
Imagine Normand too. Like if I'm fighting somebody like that, like I feel bad punching you in the face. Now, fuck, what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to kill this motherfucker?
But I mean, the point is to come out with the win. You're still gonna. If I was Normand, I might be apt to just be like, "Let me just fucking end this now." Just start whacking on her and get them to call.
I'm not wrestling them. It's gonna be fucking everywhere.
I mean, you're. What are you worried about? Getting blood on you? That's what they do.
No, I'm worried about them slipping and just like, I mean, like if I get in a headlock and she's slipping and sliding and blood everywhere and it just rips that thing open, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just maybe I'm thinking too much into it.
Yeah.
Oh god, I feel for her, but she fought very well.
Yeah, you gotta have respect for her for doing
that. Absolutely, for staying in there, for saying I got this, go away.
It does not look good when you see it.
That might be the worst one. I mean, there's a lot of bad cuts that have happened in boxing and the UFC and just combat sports in general. That might be the worst I've seen. Hey, real quick, this Raul Rosa guy, I love this guy. He talks like he's got no teeth. He's got this weird lisp. I don't know what his deal is, but he's been winning. He's on a big win streak right now, and he's asking Dana to get a contract and beat some people up. He's a good fighter.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's 19 years old.
So
he's fucking 19
If you're
years
fighting
old.
in these prelims, you're not under contract?
He wants a bigger contract.
Okay.
He wants to start fighting.
He wants to start kicking some ass.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be making $10 grand a fight anymore. If he's even, I don't know what they make. I don't know the pay structure or how that goes. So let me just back out of that real quick. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, if you're in a prelim,
he's 19 and he's fucking good.
I'm guessing
not gonna say he's a
his voice
killer.
sounds very nasally.
I mean, if you want to listen to it for a second.
And hey, everybody on this arena know what's coming. So on the count of 3, I want everybody to scream chihuahuas with me. 1, 2, 3.
They love him. They fucking love
I mean,
him.
when you're winning, what's not to love?
He's a good fighter.
Especially if you're unique.
Homie, I can't stress this enough. He's 19 years fucking old.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for him. I can't wait to see him. Dude, a year and a half from now, we might be talking about him on one of these cards. So that's fucking awesome. 3 rounds, it's only 3 rounds, but...
The main cards are 5, correct?
No. Championship fights are 5. Unless there's like a number 1 contender or there's a very, like a... if Conor fought fucking... what's his name? Diaz again. They'd probably make that a 5-round fight, even though it's not a title fight, It's all not contractual, but when you sign whatever you sign to do the fight, you have stipulations, and they make it a 5-round fight for big fights. If the fans want a 5-round fight out of Conor and Diaz, like they will, they'll probably make that a 5-round fight.
Have a hell of endurance to get through 5 rounds.
If Pereira ever does like an exhibition with a heavyweight, like if he wants to fight non-title with fucking Aspinall, they're gonna make that a 5-round fight. It's not gonna be a 3-round fight, But this one was apparently a good fight, so congratulations to Rubovics. Again, 2 guys I'm not familiar with a lot. But these 2 guys I am familiar with. So Diego Lopez and Brian Ortega were scheduled to fight at 3:03. Okay. Brian Ortega pulled out the day of with a sickness, and he was very sick. It's on him. Dan Ige was living in Las Vegas at that time, and he's like, dude, put me in. I want to fight him.
He got fucked up.
They brought him to the fucking stadium. They put him on the scale. They weighed him in. They got him good to go. He Diego Lopez. Credit to Dan Ige. Yeah, he lost by decision. No, he's taking the fight. It was okay, but these guys are fighting on 4 minutes. So credit to both of them for taking the fight on 4 hours fucking notice. Both of them, Diego Lopez and Dan Ige. But Lopez won the fight, and then rescheduled this one. Now, Brian Ortega is tough. He's almost unfinishable. We saw him in this fight as well. But he's a submission from anywhere, any type of way kind of guy. He can strike a little bit. He's been here forever. He's fought everything. He's fought literally everything. And Diego Lopez is coming up. And it's, his division. So Diego Lopez is coming up. So I'm glad they actually got the fight, but it was very one-sided. Diego Lopez put on the floor for 30 seconds. A shot that would have probably killed most men. And Brian Ortega saw you saw that left hand, right? Mm-hmm. How did he live during that? There was a couple of times that they rocked the shit out of him, and he stayed around. But he didn't get to do anything he wanted to do on the ground. Lopez his hands were way too much.
Lopez have him on the ground at some point for...
Yes.
And
it was the first round. It was right after he hurt him like that. And I remember Rogan saying, I think he's trying to submit him to prove a point. And I think that was a mistake. I think he should have just stayed on him and rocked him a little bit, threw a couple elbows while he was down. Because remember,
submission guy.
Ortega was on his back trying to upkick him for a while. And they were dancing around. He was dancing around his feet trying to get on him and hit him. And then he got on him. And he probably wasted 2 minutes in the first round trying to submit him. Because you're not going to submit Brian Ortega. This guy's a fucking master on the ground. You can't even knock him out, though. Holy fucking shit. And it just continued the same way. Second round.
Went by decision too in this one?
Yes, and it was a heavy decision. I don't know if it was unanimous 3-0.
This was right here.
I think one of the judges gave.
There's any way to see that, but we won't go into those weeds.
I think Diego Lopez was ranked like 12th or 13th or something like this, and Ortega was 3. So Lopez takes a big old bump.
Diego Lopez was only ranked 12th?
Something like this, yeah.
How long has he been fighting for?
Not like an insane amount of time. Cool
What's
thing.
his record?
We'd have to look that up. I don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay.
Cool thing is, though, he's coach as well. And he coaches Alexa Grasso, who's the next fight.
He was
crazy. So he wins this fight. He comes out and he corners Alexa Grasso in the very next fight. You can see him on. You can see the coach is telling him, "Listen to Diego. Listen to Diego." Diego's right there. He's talking to her in Spanish. It was cool.
Too bad Grasso didn't win.
But let's move on to that one. Grasso and Shevchenko. I didn't expect a lot of this fight. I'm not trying to be a dick. The last couple of fights weren't that fucking fun to watch. You know,
why? Because it's a woman.
Grasso submitted Shevchenko a long time ago, and it was kind of out of nowhere because Shevchenko was winning the fight.
So these two have
Grasso submits her, takes her belt from her. They fight again last year. It was a draw. People think Shevchenko got robbed, and now they get to actually settle a score or whatever. I hope there's not. But she's a champ now. Shevchenko's a champ again. We'll see where she goes from this. I don't know who she fights after this. I'm not very familiar with the flyweight division, the women's flyweight division.
I like a little gun tattoo there.
So Tatiana Suarez, I think.
There wasn't no striking.
No, they struck. I just said, but when they did strike, Valentina won those exchanges. Mostly.
Probably got a better reach. And again, experience comes into play every single time, does it not?
Mm-hmm. And like I said, Diego fight, I don't think Ortega won a round. It was completely Diego. He didn't lay on him, though. He actually fought him. That was awesome. Then Shevchenko lays on Grasso for 5 rounds and wins it. And then we go to the main event where Merab lays on. He didn't lay on him. He had him up against the cage, was kneeing him in the ass and thighs. He was working him a little bit.
But that's sometimes what you want to do. You're wearing
it gave me anxiety watching how much energy Merab had.
Well, I texted you that very thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't watch this.
He actually did. He's like, this is crazy. He's moving way too much. And he was.
Well, can you post some of that up so I can see what you're talking about here?
Yeah, if you want to. I
just want to see
I don't think you're going to get any video from it. They don't release the video for a couple weeks. You can try, but I doubt you're going to get into it. But he's always moving. He's always trying to take you down. He's
basically doing jumping jacks in front of him.
He's doing this the whole time. I mean, that's not his main strategy, but he's just trying to make sure that this guy doesn't catch him with anything. Because if fucking Mally catches him, it's over.
Do you think maybe that helps in his strategy of maybe throwing this guy off balance by rocking around and confusing him?
Exactly what I just said, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because like I said, if he strikes him once, it could be over. But he had O'Malley scared. I don't think O'Malley threw a single leg kick. He may have thrown one in the first round and got taken down for it and decided, I'm not going to do that. I remember he started it off with a roundhouse kick to the head or a jumping, maybe it was a spinning kick to the head. But his kicks were completely taken out because he was scared of getting taken down, which happened fucking anyway. So he should have just let it go. The last 90 seconds of the fight, Kevin, after Merab had beaten him up and laid on him and just brutalized him for 4.5 rounds, O'Malley lands a front kick, boom, to his stomach. And Merab kind of stopped moving for a little bit and backed away.
Got on him right then and there.
But the thing is, he couldn't just go all in because if he falls over and he gets on top of him, it's just the fight's over. He needed a knockout to win, so he was trying to. When you take him on the ground, it seems to be he can't do anything. Like he couldn't even muster any kind of armbar, Kimura, any kind of choke. He couldn't do anything.
But once I kind of wrapped my head around what Merab was doing, it is extraordinarily impressive.
It's the same thing that Bilal Muhammad did to Leon Edwards.
He just dances, shoots, and gets you.
Yeah. But once he gets you down, he lays on you. He beats you up. He makes you use all your strength to get the fuck back up. And if you can get up, good for you. I'm going to take you down again. If you can't get up, he wins the round. Easy.
So there were a couple weird things in this fight.
Herb Dean.
Right off the bat was, what the fuck was that?
Herb Dean calls it to go. apparently Marab was yelling at Tim Walsh, who's O'Malley's coach, and Tim Walsh was yelling back. And he kind of almost stopped the fight. He said, "Hey, time out, time out." And O'Malley's trying to hit him, and Marab's backing up like, "What the fuck?" And he warned Marab, and he warned the coach. I guess for trying to coach.
They kind of tried to explain it a little bit later.
But they didn't understand either.
Excessive coaching, yeah, DC.
You're not allowed to coach the other fighter. Like, if I'm Adam's coach, and you guys are fighting, I can't go, "Hey, shoot him, Kevin." I can't, I can't say anything to you guys, apparently. You only talk to your fighter, I guess.
Yeah, and why would you? Yeah, that seems unnecessary.
Yes, O'Malley at one point, one of the rare offensive things from O'Malley, he was down on his back, and Marab was at his feet trying to do something, and O'Malley had got his arm like this between his legs. He was going to try to do an arm bar or an arm triangle or something like that, and he's trying to yank this motherfucker's arm down, but Marab's way stronger than O'Malley. He couldn't get it. He hooked inside of his glove and started pulling his arm down. That's a big no-no. You're not allowed to grab hands or grab gloves. That's a big no-no. Wrists, arms, you can grab, you can pull, you can do whatever you want to. Hands and gloves, it's a big no-no. So he actually reached inside of Marab's glove and was trying to yank it down so he can get a better position on the armbar. And Dean stopped that. That was a good call. That was a good thing that he did. Then at the very end of the fight, and the broadcasters were pissed about this, he kept going, "Let's work, guys, let's work." He kept trying to push them to have more action, which I get, but you know how to do that. It's a fight. It's got to play out how it plays out. As boring as it is, it doesn't matter if they're booing or what they're doing.
Yeah,
hey, any questions about this card?
No, looks like it was pretty good.
It was okay. I didn't like the rest of the
I think they were kind of relying on the
Tactical
ambience
to kind of push it.
I don't know. I think they had a lot riding on Sean O'Malley. I think Dana had a lot riding. O'Malley is his boy. And I thought he was really. He thought he was really going to get a knockout here, and kind of push it over. Yeah. Cool. Okay, we'll come back. Picking the Jake one, come back with some fucking football.
Cool.
Picking the Jake, we're back. We're going to do. Well, first off, we got to fucking pick our pick for tonight's game.
Okay.
Because we didn't pick it last week. Then we're going to get into our last week's games. We're going to go over them. We got anything to say about the game? I know Adam wants to talk about some Steelers stuff. We have some things to say about some of the losers we had, or some of the winners we had losing. Not only in this, but in our fucking pick 'em at work. God damn, we got lit up. We suck.
Yeah.
I told you we suck.
We got to
I
be
believe
better.
you.
We got
First things first. No?
We got to be better.
We do have to be better. Yeah, but I mean, some of these games, who the fuck was going to... I know I said that it was a trap game. I still don't want to pick them, the Saints. I mean, I did say Tampa. I know we didn't pick that. We'll get into that.
We should pick Tampa.
Let's pick tonight. Eagles at Falcons in tonight's game.
You want me to go first?
I'll go first if you don't mind. I am going to take the Eagles. I'm going to take them, not massive, but fairly convincing, a 24-13 win over them. I don't believe in the Falcons yet. I still need to see them to see something from them. I don't like Drake London. I've never liked Drake London. Bijan Robinson seems to be the only one there. I think Cousins is not hurt, but he's hurt, isn't he? I mean, he's still playing, but I think he's hampered. Something's going on with him. I don't think he's 100%. Let's say that. I think he's playing, but he's not 100%.
I'm going Falcons.
Don't like
no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going Falcons.
Who you got? No, go ahead. Who you got?
I'm taking Eagles, obviously.
Eagles. Okay.
28-14. Atlanta should be able to get. You never know. They could end up winning this. Who knows?
I love the Eagles.
I don't think they have.
I was shitting on them so bad this offseason, but it was really good week one Eagles offense. I was shitting on Barkley. I was shitting on everybody. I want to see them continue to play, obviously, but really good. 28-14 is a good score.
I don't think Atlanta's got it all together yet. So
no, they do not. What do you think, brother?
Let's go. I'm going to go pretty close to and say Eagles 24-21.
Okay. So you think they figure out how to put some points on the board, the Falcons, huh?
Yeah, they're going to. It is Kirk Cousins.
I think they do eventually, but I don't know, man. It's not looking good there.
I'm beating Connor by 27 points right now, and he's got Bijan left.
Bijan's not going to do nothing. Not going.
I lost this week.
He's going to do something.
I had a tough week. I mean, Josh Allen not doing anything did not help me at all.
Yeah, I know, but you'll take the win.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll lose any week in fantasy if the Browns win. I don't give a fuck.
If the Bills could go to a Super Bowl, that's money well spent.
So let's start with Baltimore and KC. It's the first game I got on here.
No, let's start with those Dolphins.
Why don't I have that one?
Are we? Are you talking about doing picks right now or last week's?
Last week's.
Baltimore didn't play Kansas City. That's a week before. We're in week 2.
Yeah, Baltimore played.
I'm embarrassed.
I think you.
Page. I am just embarrassed.
Just write the weeks on, then you got it.
I am fucking embarrassed. I did. I didn't fucking look. I'm just stupid. That's all. So why don't you
Baltimore
start
played
with
the Ravens.
Go ahead and start.
Baltimore played the Raiders. Okay. You want to start with Buffalo and Miami. Gotcha. A lot of people thought this was going to be a close game. They also thought we would split and the Dolphins were going to take this game, being that it was at home. And, I just want to start off by saying, I'm a Bills fan, but Miami had quite the team to start off this season. Now, it sucked for them for what happened to Tua, but man, they got one hell of a receiving core. I think all they really need to do here is have somebody step in that's pretty decent. I don't know about their backup, that guy Skylar Thompson. I'm not really on that wagon with him. I don't think he's that great. I don't think that's who they continue through the season. I think he's the interim until they find somebody better.
There's players out there you can trade for. There's players out there you can Jimmy Garoppolo's out there. You can probably trade for him.
Colin Kaepernick.
I would, if you want to, there's people you can sign to, but there are trades in the league that you can make.
But all that bullshit we can talk about too in a minute. Too. Let's just say that Miami should have played better game.
Yep.
A-Chain had one hell of a game, even though
always does.
He's really good. I like him.
Holy shit, he's good.
But Miami just seems to have a problem with Buffalo. It's always those divisional matchups, and a lot of the naysayers and a lot of my friends who are Dolphins fans, I said, look, you got to look at the statistics, and the statistics don't lie. They're factual. Josh Allen's won. Going into this game, he had won, I think, 11, or it was either 10 or 11
12
games.
Or 15 or something like this.
He's lost twice to them. So I kind of had a general idea that they were going to be able to pull this off. Even without Diggs, they seem to still be thriving without Diggs.
So far, so good.
I know he was a big part of their plays. I do get it.
It also might have been a big problem with their offense too.
I guess, yeah.
We'll see what the weeks
Why does Mitchell Trubisky have 2 carries? Were they just kneel downs?
They're probably the kneels.
To be honest, I don't remember seeing him out there.
We didn't watch the very end of the game. Remember, we left the bar.
So it's probably kneel downs, like you said. That's why there's the -2 yards there too, because a kneel down is -1 yard, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. On the whole, I think the Bills looked like the Bills again. I think they played the way they needed to. Again, I was upset I didn't get to see Josh Allen do as much but I mean, he just freaking handed the ball out the whole game. And if it's working, why do you divert?
Remember that interception by Ingram, that pick 6? We were at the bar eating wings when it happened. Holy shit! That was awesome.
I mean, there was some incredible plays. This is how I want to see the Bills play the rest of the season. I know and come October, Josh Allen kind of gets into a funk every single October. It does mark the passing of his grandmother. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but it seems to screw him up every October.
Didn't 2 years ago you sent him dirty pictures in October?
It did happen. I was trying to cheer him up.
I'm not cheer anybody else. Picture of your taint is not
All
going to make anybody happy.
All I wore was a tight Josh Allen T-shirt.
I know, you rubber banded it in the back. And
yeah.
It was out. It was gross.
I was going for that.
But you sent me the pictures first.
I was going for the Longest Yard movie where they...
I didn't kiss her. You got your mind. I didn't kiss her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But on the flip side, talking about Tua, you got to think this is it for him. It's time to hang it up, right?
It's not going to be.
He's not going to quit.
He's not going to.
But we should know more today because he met with the specialist supposedly yesterday, and I'm sure specialist is going to tell him, "Look, buddy, this is
everybody's telling him, hey, dude, you got to stop." Like, yeah, dude. I mean, CTE is a real thing.
Well, and here's the thing too. Like, I'd rather quit and have a life and be able to do things that I can enjoy than maybe become a vegetable where you don't know what's going on anymore.
I mean, paralysis is a big deal too. What happens if it's not just a concussion, he gets knocked out? What if if it's too much? And he dove right into him. Hamlin didn't hit him. He hit him.
He's
got to know better. I understand he's down. If they score right there at that time in the game, they got a chance.
Still a game.
They got a chance. So but he dove after the first down. You get to the line and slide. He went over the line and dove into a guy. It was
but you got to think about it. So look at the score there. So what is it? 31 in the third. Bills didn't score in the fourth. So this happened in the fourth quarter. It was still 31-10.
It would have been 17.
I mean, are you really still in the game?
I thought at the time that it would have been 37.
Are you in the game? Through 31-10, so you get one more 17. I mean, now you're still in the fourth quarter at the point they were in. You gotta hope for an onside kick or an interception.
But like you said, Tua wants to play football.
He does.
He wants to play football.
He
He's
made a
trying
poor
to make
decision.
something happen for his team. He made a poor decision, and he needs to be better.
He should have just
if he's
gave.
going to play football, he needs to be fucking better than that.
He could have gave himself up. It would have been like 4th and inches.
No, he could have slid for the first down.
That's what I'm saying. Slide. Give yourself up.
Not would have been 4th and inches. It would have been first fucking down, and he would.
Oh, you think he would have got that first?
He had it first,
I
and
thought-
then he dove.
Oh.
I believe, if I'm recalling it correctly in my head, he needed 4 yards for the first down. I think he dove at 6 yards.
Wow.
I could be wrong about that.
That's just,
loosely based. I haven't watched the play.
Unfortunately, not to put it in a rude way, but that's his own fault. It was a poor decision-making play. He should have slid. You know, I mean, you can't be mad at Damar Hamlin for that. He didn't know what the hell was going on. He probably didn't expect
hit him. He got dove into. He
Yeah.
just was either okay, I'm making a tackle.
Mhm.
He didn't know what the fuck was going on.
He didn't.
Know what the right hand. I'm glad he's playing again. Good for him, by the way. You got anything to say about Tua before we move on?
No, just to reiterate on your point that remember when this was all happening, because I don't think he got hurt at all last year, right?
He was pretty good last year.
Yeah, he played the whole season.
So last off season, remember he was spending all that time learning jiu-jitsu and learning all this stuff,
Learning
and
how to fall.
and
Yeah.
then it just goes right out the window, and it's just,
He didn't even pay attention to any of that.
No, he didn't. Go Bills, though. Dominant game. I mean, whether or not he gets hurt, he gets a touchdown there, you're right. They probably still fucking win.
I feel like
They were dominant. They got Miami's number.
I want to say one last thing too. I feel like we're talking a little bit better about the Bills without Diggs, and opposed to what they were going through last year. When last year, I think like week 4 or 5, we were like, Jesus, what the
They
hell
look
happened?
loose. They look like they know what they're supposed to do on both sides of the ball, and that's not what I expected when they.
Did you like the way the defense played? Because now remember, at the beginning of the season, you're like, your defense is fucked.
I liked it. They look like they know what they're doing.
And my only argument point was, I was like, I just want to say that last year it was the same defense we had, and we were able to get to the playoffs at least. Von Miller, 2 sacks to start the year. I don't think he's had 2 sacks in like 25 years.
Awesome.
2 sacks.
You had 2 sacks this morning, didn't you? Hey, he's got it up right there. Scrambles up the middle of Buffalo for
so
6
it's a
yards.
4th and 4.
Yeah.
So he scrambled for 6.
Okay.
So a slide would have got the first down. Let's just put it at that. A slide would have got the first down.
And I know y'all don't watch it. I know you hate Caleb Williams, but in the Hard Knocks, they did a pretty funny
Slip and
thing.
slide.
They put the slip and slide out.
To teach him how to slide. He did it last night. He had a great slide.
That's
One
like
more quick question
I hate Caleb.
on this too. Tua doesn't get injured in this game. Do you think Miami has a chance to come back and win it, or you think they'll still? They'll still play it out?
If they score on that drive that he got hurt on, if he slides down, gets first down, they score right there, and they make it 17-31, they probably still lose the game. But at least they got a fucking shot.
Oh, it's the third quarter. Right?
Maybe they get another touchdown.
Oh, it was third quarter. That was third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Did we miss all of the fourth quarter? Because we kind of left after that, didn't we?
Yeah.
We may have missed some of that.
Yeah, I don't think we watched much of the fourth.
No.
And then we left.
I think we just kind of were like, this is
Well,
over.
you were drunk. You're trying to fuck me, and I had to get the hell out of there. I had to get the hell out of there. Jeez Christ, this guy's gonna really jerk me off if I don't get out of here. I gotta get out. I got a wife. I'm scared. Good for you, Bills.
Good wings for that game,
Oh,
too.
great wings. Those
Are we
wings
gonna
are
have
great.
those
They
again
tore me
sometime?
up, though. Oh.
We can go mild next time if it's
We
too-
did go mild. Remember
didn't
you
get
were
Buffalo
like, they
Wild?
got 30 different
We did it
sauces.
on our bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, they got 30 sauces. Okay, whatever. They got these ones, this one, this one.
They
Where's
got
the bartender?
mild?
She's like, we got hot and mild. That's what she
No,
told us.
we do. We have. How many sauces do they have?
Hot and
I
mild.
thought maybe
No.
late at night they only had a few, but
Yeah, they have tons of them. They have waffle
You
wings.
told me the same thing, and then we asked the bartender. She goes, hot or mild. That's all we got.
No, I said buffalo wings, and she said hot or mild.
I don't remember it like
yeah,
that.
they do have
Ton of
crazy
different-
I'm
selection.
sure they do it. 6, 7
They got hot or mild. Go
Tuesday.
fuck yourself.
But when you're over there drooling on our bar, fucking Christ. I wanted you out of there too, but I was like, when you left and got pissed, I was like, listen, lady, I want to get rid. I want to get out of here too. Maybe I should just leave him like you left Pat and Adam.
One of the guys, one of my regulars that comes in the Longhorn, he was over there. I never noticed him. He said he was throwing shit at me and Jake the whole entire time.
What did you say? You're hugging your boyfriend over there.
Yeah.
You didn't even pay attention to
He
me.
wouldn't. That's what he said. He got jealous.
Anyway, let's move on. We spent way too much time on that.
All right, yeah, we did.
Saints Dallas. Nobody saw this fucking coming. Let me go first on it. No,
I think you saw this guy.
I said trap game. I thought that like they could win 21-20. I didn't see a fucking blowout. What the fuck is going on in Dallas? But I think I said this last week.
What's going on with the Saints? Are they just all of a sudden?
I think I said this last week. I was like, remember, Dallas after a blowout usually loses.
Yeah.
And losing's kind of big too.
They're at home though.
Doesn't matter. When they blow somebody out, they lose. It's just, and look what happened.
I just think the Saints are that good too. I think they're really. I mean, that freaking Shaheed guy.
Careful though. You're talking about Derek Carr. Derek Carr's streaky. He's done this before. He's done this before.
How many touches did he throw? 3? He threw 2 because I think Kamara took like 3 or 4 of them. How many touchdowns did he have?
Carr's
3.
streaky. Remember, he did this in Oakland when it was still Oakland Raiders. Or he had like awesome 6 games. He was fucking awesome. It's like, Jesus Christ, this guy with the eyeliner is doing really, really fucking good. And then he sucked.
Wait, what does that say down there? Rushing. So Derek Carr had a rushing touchdown also for 1 yard. So they were right at the goal line. He took it. Alvin
Kamara is not that way though. He is, and when he's healthy, he's always good. Kamara is always good.
I guess
Shaheed is pretty good. Olave, they're just kind of. He had 4 for 81. It's good.
He had 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in the first quarter.
96.
I thought he was going to set a record.
Well,
the first quarter he had.
Harrison Jr. did that with the Cardinals too. He was like crazy.
He had like half. 2 or 3 in the first quarter.
I was like, this is going to get fucking crazy.
That's all he did though.
But yeah, hey, good for the Saints. I think they are actually very, very good.
I think they're a legit.
I don't think they're sustainable. I don't think it's sustainable sibilance. I don't think
when
it's
we were talking about this in the beginning, about that specific division, the NFC South, remember we were talking about Tampa winning it, and we both had agreed that maybe the Saints might be their only competition. I think the Saints could take it now. I think that's a team that could beat the Bucs easily.
Sibilance.
They just sibilance.
Hey, what are you recording audio on today, by the way? Okay. Sibilance. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Sibilance.
Okay.
So, anything to say about Dallas? I think Dak showed his true colors once again. He's not good.
They'll figure this shit out. They have these rough days. That's why it's so bad in the playoffs, because they have a rough day in the playoffs. You got to stop that. But Dak's a good quarterback. This is a good team. They're well coached.
I think
they did nothing to their running back room on the offseason. Their running back room sucks. They did nothing for it.
An ownership issue.
It's always been an ownership issue.
He doesn't give
guys, you got to look at the team.
It's always been an ownership issue. For the last 10 years, it's been an ownership issue.
I just was watching an interview with him this
morning.
But
he's not incompetent. That's the thing. He's not incompetent. He's just bad.
Yeah.
No running back room. No good tight ends. They're fucked.
They have Fergie. Fergie's a good tight end.
He didn't even play. I don't think. Did he?
Yeah, he's hurt, right?
Yeah.
To the Bucs and Lions.
Well, this was a great game.
Nobody saw this.
Detroit's the better team. I'm sorry. I like a lot of the players on Detroit.
Jared Goff just had a.
Yeah, he didn't do very well.
But here's the thing: are we downgrading Tampa? Are we not thinking about enough? Because he does have 2 great wide receivers. Rashid White.
I think about Tampa every day I wake up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're doing. I think about before I think about the Browns and Watson, I think about Baker and Tampa.
But Tampa, as good as they are, they're not. I don't think this is a Super Bowl team. I don't see them winning a Super Bowl right now.
They aren't. But I bet you they get the playoffs and they screw it for somebody. They screw somebody over in the first round of the playoffs. Somebody big comes up and they go, we got Tampa.
Man, fucking Bucs. Go Bucs.
Go fucking Bucs. Go Baker Mayfield.
I think when they play the Saints, though, I think that's going to be tough. That's going to be their real test, is playing that divisional Saints match twice. Is going to screw them.
Now, this one fucked us all. Colts-Packers. We all picked the Colts. Every single one of us picked the Colts. I mean, the Colts going to win
backup was Malik Willis,
and he's 12 for 14 for a decent amount of yards and a touch or 2. Like he did really well. Like, and that's coaching. That's coaching.
And I don't believe him. He did not look that good. He's in his 3rd year probably.
This coach knew he was going to have to play this guy. He's like, I'm going to give him plays that he's comfortable with, that he knows that are going to push us and make us go better. And I'm going to give Josh Jacobs the ball 32 fucking times, and we're going to win this fucking game.
That's what they had to do.
And it fucking happened.
Josh Jacobs, man, what did he end up with? What did he rush for?
32 for
119. Well, 59. Wow.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor still kind of did his thing. 12 carries for $103. That's great. That's over 10 yards a carry.
Catchers, though, come on, he's better than that.
But he got over 10 yards a carry.
Okay, I get that, but no touchdowns for him?
No.
Come on, dude.
Who got the touchdown?
Who was making the play calls at the end of the game there for the Colts?
Alex Pierce.
Because 16-10, they could have easily. Green Bay had 10, then did shit else for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
You guys have this 3, then you get a touchdown in the 4th quarter. You don't freaking Go for one more?
Second quarter is a bummer.
Hand it off to Taylor?
You gotta
Get him
something.
close?
You gotta do something in the second quarter. You gotta get 3 points in the quarter. You have
Look
to.
at that. Malik Willis throws first touchdown pass of his career. He's been playing for 3 or 4 years.
He's only been there for 3 weeks, right?
He was with Tennessee forever. He's just terrible. I don't know how.
Well, no, he's not terrible. Go back up. The percentage is insane. What's his rating? 125, 126.
No. All right, but back to the game. So, Jets, what did you think about this Aaron Rodgers bounce back game? We knew it was happening.
I think they got the easy straw here because they got the Tennessee Titans and they suck. But I don't think he played bad. 18 for 30 is okay. 176. He's like more. He's two touchdowns.
Brees Hall had a freaking outstanding
Did
game.
you see that catch? Did you see the Brees Hall's reception?
No.
Oh man.
But I see one right there, 52, 7 receptions, 52 yards, touchdown, reception, touchdown. Garrett Wilson looked kind of quiet. That's part of this game. They're all running out of the tunnel. Picture this.
Mayo.
Smoke
You
everywhere.
say something
No,
about Mayo.
he's got his cologne as they walk by.
Yeah, he clones.
Every single guy, you get a squirt. You get a squirt. They're all.
I don't find it funny.
And then they're like, number 8, woo!
And he goes out and throws a pick and sucks.
Slopping mayonnaise
Just
everywhere.
do a cologne review on the show one of these weeks.
Go on Amazon.
We're gonna get it.
$8, order it.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
I
One of
wanna
these weeks
smell
we're gonna
it.
do it. We're gonna do the cologne fucking review.
I'm going to spray it all over you and smell it.
If it smells good though,
Now we're in trouble.
I'll keep it.
Now we're in trouble if it smells good.
If it smells
Right?
good.
That was should not have dropped. I understand.
Vikings?
I don't like the Vikings. I don't like Sam Darnold though. That's my problem.
Sam Darnold's a G.
No, I don't think he is.
I mean, when I picked Jefferson, remember, I was upset. And I was like, you know what? This is probably better because Sam's throwing it, not the fucking rookie. It's probably going to work out better. And it has. It's worked out much better. I know Jefferson got a little bummed up this game. He's going to be back. He's fine. He just had like a contusion to his quad or something.
He was still doing the
He'll be
gritty
fine.
out there.
Dude, he caught like an 80-yard fucking pass for a touchdown.
It was sick.
Fucking Christ.
I did see that. It was stupid sick. Let me see Sam
Longest,
Darnold.
97 fucking yard pass.
I mean, Darnold threw 2 touchers and 268. That's probably one of his best games. 109. This is something I'm noticing in football a lot now. These receivers. So he only had 4 receptions, correct?
Mm-hmm.
For 100. A lot of these receivers, 133 yards. Who the does that?
He had
A
7
lot
targets.
of these receivers that are getting 3-4 receptions a game. That's it now. But blowing up to like 170 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns.
I think that's always happened. I think it's always
Has it?
I think it's always.
I didn't really notice
I
that
don't
too
know.
much the past couple of years. Like last year.
You couldn't read until 2 years ago.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair point.
Debo, 8 catches, 110. He still did his thing. Mason, 20 carries for 100 yards. It's fine.
Not bad.
That's fine.
And a touchdown.
Yeah.
Did great.
Not a carry with a toucher.
Um,
I think they just probably lost
Purdy.
it a little
How do you
bit.
feel about Purdy? Do you like him, or you think he's just
I do.
got such a great?
That, all Purdy has to do is give them the ball and let them do their fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's
But if he could throw the deep ball, that makes his team progress.
maybe he can. I mean, they're not letting him. I don't know.
I don't think he can. He's just he doesn't.
Kittle got a
have that.
touchdown. Kittle got something this game. I'm glad Kittle.
Finally, he deserves it.
I
He's-
really think he's one of
that is
he's
one
a top 3
outstanding
tight end.
athlete who has sucked in fantasy the past
Because
couple
I think
years.
he's
Not that
probably
that
one of the
matters,
best blocking tight ends, and he's also one of the best pass catching tight ends. And sometimes he blocks because he has to, because he doesn't need to do anything offensively. He just needs to block, and so they do that for him. But when they need him to do something, he's more than capable of stepping up and having a massive game like any of the top tight ends in the game. He's just so good at blocking. And next game, poor 49ers, they'll be okay. Seahawks, Pats. I think the Pats are a lot better than we've been giving them credit for. I apologize to the Patriots. You're number 4 worst in the league, not number 1 worst in the league. I apologize, but you're not that.
But are
bad.
they on the? I mean, do they do something this year, or do they make a playoff run? What's going on with them?
Who, the Patriots?
Yeah.
No, I think they lose the division horribly and they don't make the playoffs.
Okay.
But,
You're 2-0 right now.
I think their coach is pretty good, huh? Gerard Mayo's actually pretty good, maybe.
I think him and Will Levis should get together.
You know, they did steal about 4 offensive coaches from the Browns. They got our offensive coordinator, Van Pelt. They got some other ones, too, that I can't name because I'm not exactly sure or so I can my mouth and say it. But maybe in the Brissett, who was good with the Browns, they're kind of running the Browns offense over there. Stefanski's starting. Good for him.
I mean, they didn't look bad yesterday at all. They looked
Him was
really,
won the
really
game,
good.
dude. They lost on a field goal,
They probably should have
At the
won
end of
that
the
game.
right? It was an end of the game field goal.
Yeah. I mean, they had their opportunity, and unfortunately, I think Seattle got an interception in overtime and ran back downfield and got a field goal. I think. I can't completely remember. I was watching it, but I think that's what happened.
I do believe that during the season they're going to continue to lose games like this, close games, and that will be why they don't.
And when they
play
played the Bills twice this year, it's going to be closer. We're going to lose. We have a problem with the Patriots every year. And now that they're this good this year, that definitely poses a threat for the Bills.
Good for you, Patriots. Seahawks, you should have won bigger.
They have a good game coming up, though. They have a divisional matchup this Thursday on Prime. Is going to be Patriots and Jets, and I'm going to watch. Dude, as much as I hate both those teams, I want to see what they have to offer, and I want to see what Rodgers does now, too. I'm going to watch this game.
See what men have to offer. You like it a lot. Seahawks lost Walker in this game, too, I believe. Walker the third.
Kenneth Walker, the running back?
Yeah. Or they lost him before in this game.
Any idea what had happened?
I'm not too. I don't know.
Okay.
Next game, Giants, Redskins. They scored more points than I thought, but we all took the Redskins.
Shit about this team.
By the way,
we all took Washington, right?
We all took Washington.
What was the scores? I want to see if we were even close.
You remember yours? You took them 14-0. You took them 19-12. I took them, nice year by the way, and I took them 24-10.
Pretty good guesses. We didn't see the Giants really scoring anything, but freaking Malik Neighbors, man, he came to play that.
The Singletary had a decent game too.
Yeah, he had 70 yards rushing and a toucher or something stupid.
Something like this.
Malik Neighbors.
95 and a toucher.
I think. What did Malik Neighbors have? I know he had
10 catches, 127 for 1 touchdown.
Doesn't that make more sense? 10 receptions, 127, not 3 catches for 189 yards.
Here's what I'd like to look at too. He had 18 targets. He missed 8 balls were missed to him or something like that. He could have done more.
He's a rookie.
Could have done more.
Yeah, it could have been.
Brian Robinson, had a good game. I'm so glad I drafted him. He's a solid back. He's doing good things. Scary Terry, what's going on with your boy?
He did not play well that game.
He didn't play well.
Too. Like as shitty as these games are, too. I mean, Washington. This is another. Once you get to the divisional battles, that's where the issues arise. And a lot of these star players, you play them twice a year. You know these freaking guys. The Giants know Scary Terry. They know what he's going to do. They know the routes he runs. They're prepared.
How about this kicker for Washington?
What's his name?
Wasn't he like on the practice squad a few days ago or something like that? And he comes in and nails 6. Because
they didn't play for before Washington.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure he was like, they just signed him because they didn't like him.
He's been in the league for a little bit.
I remember. They bring him in and he hits all 6 of them to win the fucking
game.
Excuse me.
I feel like he played for like the Seahawks or Denver or something. I can't remember. But
Jags suck. Browns suck.
I saw the Browns. And they did win this, right?
Yep. We got a safety at the end of the game. Thank God for the defense.
I watched up to like the end of the fourth quarter, and I thought that's what I thought the Jags.
I don't think Watson and Cooper like each other. I don't think Cooper likes Watson, and I think it shows on the field.
Well, Cooper hasn't massaged him yet.
I think Cooper's pissed. He wants some money at the beginning of the year, and then they tried to trade him, and I don't think he likes Watson. And I think there's some bad rubbing going on there. If you know what I mean.
We can skip in Los Angeles and Carolina.
I got them down here.
Oh, we did just skip. Yeah, we'll just skip it for now. Let's continue with Browns Jags and go back to it. My fault.
Son, look.
The only person who took the Browns in this game was you, Kevin.
Did Emerson have any interceptions?
And Hicks.
No, he should have though. He was coming up with some plays.
I don't think we picked the ball off, do we?
Nah, but he was. I thought you guys did once.
Hey, go up.
Looked fucking great though. I'm going to tell you what, the Browns looked a hell of a lot better than that first game. I know that the offense still needs to put more points on the board. Yeah. Deshaun played a lot better.
I know he played, but he didn't play like a top
Jerome
10,
Ford,
top 5 quarterback.
Jerome Ford loved him. Watson got I forgot he did have that one rushing.
Deontay Foreman 14 carries. I think they gave up on Ford in the second quarter.
I like Ford though.
We're giving Foreman the fucking the ball, and they started pushing his tally up. And I think they like him better. I think they're starting to figure it out that Ford is not a number 1 running back.
I like
Ford.
He
deserves to be on a team, and he's a playmaker, but he is not a number 1 running back. Yeah. After contact, he just folds and he loses yards. You got to give him space and give him the ball and let him work. And that is not a number 1 running back. You have to be able to deal with contact.
Did you see his run that he had yesterday? Look, 36 yards. It was freaking awesome. He'll fall off this season. They do every single year. He gets into like game 3 or 4 and injures his Achilles or whatever the hell it is that he injures every single time. And he's done.
And they're using him, and they're going to use him until he's gone.
They're gonna. So. And Gus Edwards will have to step in and clean up the mess, and he sucks anyway. So
that's what they did in fucking Baltimore. Worked out for Baltimore. Baltimore sucks this year.
Yeah,
last year when both those running backs were on Baltimore. Dobbins got hurt. stepped in. And
Yep.
played well.
And that's what's going to happen this year.
That's fine.
I mean, goddamn.
They're not
he's
looking
having-
to win no
he's having-
fucking playoff game. They're just trying to fucking...
He's having career highs, though. I mean, I haven't seen Dobbins run 131 yards
It's the Panthers.
since
They
his first.
suck.
Yeah. But he did that last week, too. He had more last week. He ran for like 170.
This
or
guy's
something.
name is Chubba Hubbard.
I mean, 84 yards and a toucher is not bad. That's not Derrick Henry numbers, but it's not bad.
18 carries? It's not great.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. So yards per, what's the average on 4.7? Yeah.
It's good. That's good. That's a first down if you run 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody expected more, no?
I did.
So I don't know I don't know what to say with them. They don't have a wide receiver. They have Zay Flowers. That's their wide receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, you need more than that. Likely can't. You're gonna line Likely up in the slot now. I mean,
You got,
that's your best
you
option.
got Andrews. Andrews
Yeah,
is
but
great.
He had
did all
a
right.
small sighting this game, but he needs to get back from the injury.
I don't know.
He was not around
Yeah,
last week.
something's going on with him.
So he's got to get back on track. They got to
Something's
figure
going
this
on
out.
with him.
They have to figure out what they want their offensive identity.
Yeah,
All you
goddamn
fucking do.
block with those tight ends and let that offensive line make some holes.
Run
Let
some
Derrick
quick
Henry
actions and-
let Derrick Henry run the ball down the fucking
And
field.
when you
I
play
don't know why
action
you're
on the
not.
bootleg, that's the only time you run. No more design runs for Lamar Jackson. You run on the bootleg.
He's
play
gonna get
actions.
hurt. He's gonna fucking get hurt.
And you do what Derrick Henry needs you to do because you went and got this guy.
That's what you picked him up for.
You went and got this guy. You got
Yeah.
to use him properly. You
Yeah.
can't use him out of the pistol shotgun. You got to get him.
He should have
under
went to
fucking center.
Buffalo with James Cook.
They are.
I think they are. I think they are doing
Lamar
this.
Jackson understands.
But they don't do well at it. They got to figure it the fuck out.
They have to
Make
figure
sure
it
both
out.
those tight ends are in, and make sure you're running the
You
right
also have
play
to
action.
think, for the past 7 years, Lamar Jackson hasn't really played under center. He's the mobile,
Right.
I'm going to
Yes.
run it up your ass
It
quarterback.
doesn't really work for him.
It never has. I mean,
Rams cards, fuck man, poor Rams. The rookie went fucking nuts this game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't watch the game, but it started from the jump.
what's his name?
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, they shouldn't have picked him 4th overall or whatever he went, right?
I'll fuck you right now in front of the camera.
What a-
I'll do
what
it
a
right in
waste.
front of the camera.
What a waste.
He sucked last
pick.
week. He had a crazy week. They probably didn't game plan for him.
He sucked the week before because he played the Bills defense. If he would have went to the Bills, imagine what we'd have right now.
Pissing shit.
I don't think so.
I like your team. Fuck, you don't want to fuck it up. I
told
screwed
you
up your
about
draft.
Marvin
Who'd you
Harrison,
guys get
man.
instead of him?
Keon Coleman.
What did you guys pick? 20th? 22nd? You would never got him in the first
I don't
place.
remember.
Yeah, you would never.
They-
You would never got him in the first place.
Bullshit. We could have traded up and got a pick to take him.
Get fucked.
5 years
So
ago.
go ahead. What do you want to say about this game? Since
I
you're
like the
right.
Steelers. I
I'm
think
wrong.
they have one of the better defenses out there. Held them to 6 points. They need to work. Justin Fields is obviously making adjustments. He
Because
didn't
Bo
have a
Nix's a
great game.
threat.
You think? I mean, yeah, he threw for 246 yards. Threw for 2 interceptions though too. So that's something for him to look at. You can sit there and say, I was able to make 35 passes, but when you're throwing 2
He didn't
interceptions,
make 35. Made 20.
he was able to make 35 passes. I didn't say completions. You know what I mean? Like he was
That's
able. I like the fact that the offense has given him a chance to make some
he's-
fucking plays. He's a rookie.
They're letting him take the reins.
But I like that they're doing that. Like, let's get this guy out there, get him throwing his fucking, get him to use his arm. Let's get him to do that. He might be somebody in a couple games. I'm not saying he will or not.
A year or
But,
two.
Yeah, there were a
Year or
couple
two,
points
I
in
think
this
you
game where they
definitely-
were driving, it
Year
was
or
a little
two.
bit-
but here's the thing, too. If you're going to build around this guy, give him a team. He has nobody.
Yeah.
And I mean
That's-
nobody.
That's fair. That is a fair point.
Cortland Sutton's on a crutch.
This guy's name's Lil Jordan.
Cortland
His
Sutton's
actual
50 years
his
old.
actual court name is Lil Jordan Humphrey.
Who?
This is a wide receiver. His name's
I like
Lil
that.
Jordan.
Little Jordan Humphrey. I like him.
His name's Lil Jordan.
That's cute. You got Josh Reynolds in there.
Honey, there's a wide receiver whose first name is actually Lil Jordan. Honey doesn't like it either.
And he's like, I'm not into that.
Justin Fields was making some moves with his legs.
Yeah, and I was up on him last year. I'm trying to still be positive about him now, but he's on a good team now that he can make plays, and he's not. So now
That's it sucks that I'm the one that has to defend Justin Fields against you now. Push the fucking brakes. He's got George Pickens. That's it. That's fucking it. Najee Harris.
I like Najee. Get the penalties
I
and
like
want
what
to get
Justin
the
Fields
points.
is doing right now. Next game, Bengals Chiefs. We all picked the Chiefs, but we all picked it a lot bigger than what it was. I'm proud of the Bengals for making a stink of it and really almost winning that fucking. Should have won that game if it wasn't for that shitty penalty. That rookie that had that pass interference penalty that gave him that field goal. Shame on him. Shame on fucking him. That was clear pass interference. There was no bullshit. There was no, I hate the league's all ticky-tacky. That is pass interference 28 million years ago. That's pass interference. You cannot jump into his back while he's trying to catch the ball. Before the ball's even close to him. You can't fucking do that. That was a terrible play by a rookie, and they lost the game for it. I hope he learns. I like the player. I think he's been doing very decent. But they lost this game because that rookie made a horrible, horrible play. That was actual pass interference. You don't see that.
Edwards-Helaire, I know Samaje Perine.
He has to take snaps now.
But he's not really playing anymore.
Oh, he's not their backup. Who's Carson's?
Samaje Perine is the backup in Kansas City. And then they got some other known. Now, Helaire is going to be elevated, I'm sure, to the team roster now. I'm sure of it. And they have another guy who I forgot his name, but he's not really great.
Before I forget to bring it up about the Cincinnati Bengals, I mean, we know how good Joe Burrow can be. He's typically a slow starter.
He's hurt, though.
We know they have a wonderful receiving core when they want to figure it out and get there. The defense can play well when they want to. Zach Moss is their lead back now. Zach Moss was awesome in Indy. He was really good in Indy. He needs to fucking step it up.
Who do you have? 12 carries for 34 yards? Put him on the practice squad.
He needs to step next game, Bears and Texans. Last week, actually.
I don't know how, because Caleb Williams, he is...
I know how. Houston only scored 19 points. That's how they stayed in the fucking game. The defense. Bears defense is good.
The Bears defense got fucking them so bad.
Very good. The offense is terrible. Caleb Williams is terrible. I'm so happy he's so bad because he sucks and he's a piece of shit. He's not that. I gotta calm down. I don't hate the man. I just like the man very much. And I don't hope that he fails, but I hope that he does bad.
Can I tell you something?
And he is doing bad.
Do you see that stupid hip drop tackle on Mixon and he got injured?
I saw in the game previous, Lamar Chase made a big stink about. He thought he was hip drop tackle. Remember, and he got a penalty off it.
Who?
MF in one of the Ravs.
Jamar.
51 rating, 21.4 QBR. Yeah, he sucks. He sucks.
He's terrible.
He's bad. He's bad.
But we all knew this, even when they drafted him number 1 overall. I said, that's the biggest mistake. You don't know what this guy's going to do. Did you?
Yeah, he had pink nails one time.
Did you like him?
But Adam really.
He's talking shit.
I think Adam thinks he's cute. He's got a good beard. Adam likes beards.
He does. His beard is pretty nice. I mean, he trims
He does got a good beard. You like that?
He looks like a bear. He looks like a Chicago
He's a
bear.
barebacker.
Yeah, barebacker. Bareback Mountain.
Oh, Caleb, get fucked. I hope you lose every game.
Now, one more. Now, just to touch back on that, would you like to have seen Justin Fields on this offense one more year?
That would have been the best thing to do for the Bears.
And instead of, I want to see.
But I picked Herbert because of their coach, and he could do good with the draft picks. They're restarting.
I like both the Harbaugh.
They're restarting.
One struggling. So he had
14 for 20, 132 and 1. Pretty good. 100 quarterback rating, 87 QBR. Pretty fucking good, brother.
That's not outstanding. What did
I told you it wasn't great.
He threw for how many yards? 130?
He didn't need to do anything.
Or is it 180? I can't read
He didn't need to do
that.
anything else.
130.
He's playing the Panthers. He's got J.K. Dobbins. And before you say you only threw for 130, go pull up fucking Allen stats then, you asshole.
Allen's established as an elite quarterback.
Doesn't matter.
It's
You're shitty stats this week, so you can't fucking make the comparison.
There's absolutely...
You can't make the comparison.
There's no quarterback that compares to Allen.
I'm
not wrong.
I'm getting sick of hearing it. I'm getting fucking sick of hearing it.
Get it?
You're like, I don't have to prove anything. I'll just say what I fucking used to
I
know
don't.
what you sound
He
like.
proves it every week.
I'm going to say it. But you know what you sound like.
He proves it every week how terrible he is. And then you stick up because he has a 130-yard game. Good for him. I'll go out and buy a Herbert jersey and burn it for you. How's that?
I want you to prove the statement every week he does bad.
I did it last year. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't have to.
You did nothing last year.
I just show up.
You proved nothing ever.
We look at Herbert.
Ever. You've never ever proved the damn thing you said in
show
your
up.
life.
We look at Herbert's stats. They suck, and I walk away from it.
That's never happened.
Every game.
That has never happened.
Every game.
You know what you sound like right now? I can't say it on camera because
here's what we did. So we did that last year for like the first 6 or 7 games, and he got injured and was out the rest of the season. So.
You're unbelievable.
And that's what's going to happen this year.
You're absolutely
my pussy hurts, and I can't play the rest of the season. He's going to start out late, and that's it. All right. Let's end it.
I'm not agreeing with it.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry they...
Speaking of it, we'll be back with our pick.
I should get Herbert jersey. move on and make our picks. And first,
first things first.
apple juice.
I do love you, brother. I'm sorry.
I love you too. That's okay. You can be mad. I was wrong. You were right. That's good apple juice. All right. First game.
Pats at Jets. I'm tempted to pick the Patriots.
Yeah.
I really am.
I think this is a close game.
I do. I think it's way closer than everybody thinks. Because Jets are favored probably in this game, right?
6.5.
6.5. Jesus Christ, 6.5.
You know why? Because of their defense is arguably one of the best in the league. Even when they have shit games, their defense shows out. I hate to be high on Sauce Gardner, but goddamn, he's one of the best.
Yeah, but aren't you supposed to, by rule, kind of give that a little pass when it's a divisional game? Or not?
Yeah, I think that's right.
I'm going to take the Patriots in this game and see how it works out. I know I might be stupid for this.
It's not stupid.
I'm going to take the Patriots 20-17.
I like that score.
And see how that works out. I know the Jets, like you said, 6.5 is a lot there. I think that's a lot. Maybe 3.5. I can see the Jets plus 3.5. But fuck me, I'm taking the past 20-17.
I have to take the Jets just because it's Aaron Rodgers and because of the defense. But God, you got Aaron Rodgers there. You got Garrett Wilson. I think he has bounce back game. He was quiet this game. But
I think he did exactly what he needed to do last game.
It's still going to be tough for him. He's playing that Patriots defense, and it is divisional. But I think he's going to put up at least like 70 receiving yards and maybe a touchdown. I think Breece Hall is going to be able to run on this defense. They're great, and Patriots are great on the run defense. They are fucking great at it. But I think Breece Hall's better. I think
Breece Hall can do more than run. So you got to stop him.
He's a great pass catcher too. You're right. I got to go 24. Let's say like 24-20. I think it's close. I think Jets take it.
Cool. I hope it's not a blowout. Buddy, what you got?
I'm also going to take the Jets. I like that score.
17.
Tweak it a little.
Yeah, 20.
21-17 maybe.
Hold on, let me think about this. 23 to 14.
I think I said 10. I was like, you didn't score it all, did you? Giants at Browns. This game's in Cleveland. I am going to pick the Browns. If the Browns lose this game,
they're done.
I think I'm actually a Chargers fan now. So
right.
So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Browns, and decently large too. I don't think that the Giants can do anything against our defense. So.
I love this though. It shows that you can go see that game for $50.
Yeah.
I'm all in on that. Are you fucking kidding me?
It might be on the actual sideline too because they suck.
I'd be all in on that.
Browns 21-16.
All right, I'm going Browns 33-14.
I don't think we can put up 33.
I think against a team like the Giants, I think you can.
33-13?
Yeah, I think Jerome Ford has you blinded too. I think he has a stellar performance. I think Deontay Foreman's going to run it a lot.
Dude, he's a hell of a playmaker. He's just not that.
Amari Cooper, this is a blow up game for Amari Cooper, man.
Cooper, I like that better.
That secondary ain't going to fucking touch him.
It's cousin Queeper.
Cooper and Queeper. Cooter. I really think it's just a matter of time before Watson and Cooper work out their differences and get on the same page.
Okay. I hope so.
If not, like I said, I hope Famous Jameis steps in and takes over this. I wanted that.
I know you.
Watch him.
I'll get you Winston jersey. I'm Winston jersey.
I like Famous Jameis. I don't know. I just think
white.
You know what I like? Let's just put this all right up front. I think he's exciting for the game. I know Jameis wins. I think he's exciting for the game. I think he loves the
character. He's definitely gifted.
I'm in. I hope he gets over. I'm really careful Watson. He can play quarterback. It's not he's simple long. Right. No, I understand that.
As a backup in the league, he does. He does belong as a backup.
Yes.
He can play quarterback. He's got the gap.
Mm-hmm. And if he gets in trouble, he can scramble and run the ball too.
For a team like the Browns, who are supposed to be a playoff team, like a lock playoff team, it doesn't deal well with us to think that he's going to be a
Jesus, I feel like if you drop Watson and brought Flacco back, your power.
I know, bro.
I feel like your power ranking goes up again.
Hey, so I really think they're thinking about this guy getting suspended at good. And
they don't have to pay him if that happens, right?
First off, we get him out. Get him out.
You're out. He voids
No, we still have to pay him. There's still cap hit, blah, blah, blah.
I heard so I don't remember who I was talking to about this, but someone who watches football as much as we do told me if he takes this suspension again, it voids his contract and he doesn't get his guaranteed money.
Correct.
Okay.
For the 2 years that are coming up. But whatever we did, the kind of like we restructured them this year.
Mhm.
I don't know how that works.
I heard he doesn't get
We
any of it. Like he's fucking broke.
anything guaranteed. I feel there's got to be something about it. I don't know that
If he gets paid for the games he played, that's
get out of it.
yeah.
So this doesn't happen. I like Andrew Barry, our GM, and I can't believe he's not smart enough that he's not looking around the league right now. Just like Miami should be looking around the league right now. Trade should give her back.
I fucking
Dog.
put them in this
That's
situation
not
all the time. They're always in a fucking situation where they have a quarterback.
Johnny
Johnny Manziel. Fucking come on, dude.
But I can't believe they're not looking for trade options right now.
They have
I just
Winston.
believe they are. I mean, if they can trade for Garoppolo, they will. What do you think?
Not like
For
that.
this game?
Yeah.
I'd
For
rather
this
have.
conversation?
Well, for both of it.
I'd rather have Jameis
You
Winston.
got anything to add to the conversation?
No, I've made my point on the Browns and Deshaun Watson very clear.
Okay.
Browns, it's quintessential what they did.
I like that word.
I don't know.
But for this, I'm gonna go 20-9.
Giants?
Browns.
Okay. I can see New York getting 3 field goals.
It could be a very, very dominant day for the Browns defense. So,
The only,
we'll
the
see.
only problem they're going to have is Malik Neighbors. I think with Newsom and Numbers, you kind of have that covered.
Ward, don't forget about Ward.
I always
Newsom's been letting some shit go the last 2 games, so he's been getting beat a lot.
Emerson's one of my favorite cornerbacks in the league.
He's my favorite.
Yeah. He's not my favorite, but he's up there.
You know,
I
I know what you mean. You enjoy watching him.
I love watching him.
He's fun to play. He's fun to watch play.
He is. He's fucking.
He's a little boring, but he's so good.
Some of those catches he's making, it's almost like the quarterback was throwing it right to him.
He's good. Next is Packers at Tits. Titans.
You go first.
I'm going to take the Packers. I don't believe in the Titans. The Packers show that they can get coached well. The coaching can be good enough to win them a game. I think they can win this game too. I think it's imperative that they go 2-1 over these next 3 games for when homeboy comes back. That they're
Is he
still
coming back? What has he got? 4 or 5 weeks? They said.
they don't know. They don't know. Probably about 6 weeks. So
A week.
if it's
He was listed as doubtful.
He's not on injured reserve though, right?
I think he's going to miss the next 2. He's going to miss this game and 2 more.
Well,
So if they can go 3-1 in these games,
If he
I
comes
think
back
right.
this season, I think they have a real good shot at a championship game.
Let's go Packers. Something weird like 23-18 or something like that. Something weird because the Titans are going to put up some points, but it's not going to be anything crazy.
I believe in the Packers this past week. I believe in them this week. And I think it's going to go 27-10. I don't think Tennessee.
My only reason for this
You never know.
is I don't believe that Josh Jacobs, he's my running back too, is going to have a very good game. He's probably going to have somewhere around 28 carries, 70 yards, and that's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's going to take a lot of carries. I don't think he's going to
I
get
love what you're saying, but I'm sorry. If he gets 20 plus carries, he's going to way over 70 yards rushing.
I can see.
What did he average?
I can see.
6 yards a
You know, I
carry
can
or
see.
something stupid?
This is a weird game when he doesn't.
His average was like 6 or 7 yards carry last game.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. If he somehow gets fed the ball
What I'm saying is, I think it kind of turns.
even 25 times, I think he's at 140.
I hope so. I fucking hope so. He's in my fantasy game. I hope so.
I'm always like Josh Jacobs.
What would your score, buddy?
27-10.
Got
I
it.
think maybe I'm lowballing Tennessee, but I just don't have a lot of faith.
You've been lowballing men in Tennessee. What do you got, Adam?
I am going to take the Titans, but I think it's basically a pick 'em. I'm going to go 20-17.
You think it's a pick 'em, huh?
Okay. All right. Very good.
27-17 is a pick 'em to you?
I'm sorry, I did not mean that. What did I? 20 to 7. Did I say 27?
No, he said 2017.
Okay, I'm sorry. I took it as okay. Heard it. I heard 27-17. My fault.
22 or 20? So
20.
20 the first.
20
To 17.
to 17. 20?
To 17.
We're
We
good.
got it. We got
So I'm picking the score next.
it. I'm doing the pick.
I do the scores. Bears at Colts. You guys are gonna have to start from now on because I gotta write things down.
I think the Colts have to have a bounce back game. That Chicago defense is so good. That's the only thing that
Yeah, it really
leads me
is.
to
Isn't it?
believe they could possibly come with a win.
It's gonna influence the Bears defense. Influence my pick. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's going to influence anybody's pick. Their defense is elite right now. I don't know how, but
right though, kind of. It kind of is, isn't it? I don't want to say elite yet, but I was thinking about it earlier, but I didn't say that. Did you watch
any of that game last night? Like they played their
fucking good.
They played their hearts off. They kept them in that game for like 2 minutes. There was a chance they could win,
and they won the first game for them, hands down.
Yeah.
So,
this is tough. I'd like to see.
Because what are you going to get in
Richardson? Well, I want Jonathan Taylor. I know he did enough.
He just threw 3
He's got to get some scores. Pittman's got to step up. They got that freaking wide receiver too, Pierce.
Hey, we said it about Moss. Let's say it about Pittman. Pittman, they fucking need you. Do something. Your team.
But what's going on there? Why is he not?
I don't know.
Why is he not getting the ball?
I don't know. You're right.
Why did they go into homeboy Pierce, who has had a couple good games so far?
You're right.
He's doing great for
It could be scheme, it could be line, it could be quarterback, it could be a bunch of different things.
Is he getting double covered too much? Is he?
But Pittman, they need you.
Yeah, they do. Now, let me say this. If Pittman steps up and Taylor steps up, there's no question in my mind.
Taylor hasn't stepped up this year.
I know what I think he still needs to do more for this team.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
They're not going to win games. He needs to be the Jonathan Taylor from like 3-4 years ago, where he's putting up 152 yards per game with multiple touchdowns. If he can't do that, then I'm sorry. This is a team that's...
The quarterback is... I don't know what happened. 3 picks this week. The quarterback is good. He needs to play better.
Yeah.
So what are you going to set up?
I guess I'm going to go Colts. It's going to be close 17-14. I think Chicago, they were going to switch to get a couple touchdowns there. Because I'll tell you what, Williams isn't scoring. Listen, who's to say that by the end of the season? What if he's doing okay by the end of the season? You change your mind, maybe?
If he's doing okay? No, he sucks. I'll hate him forever.
Okay.
Hey, listen, if he comes to form, though, he's throwing for 250, 300.
He's been trying.
2 touchdowns, no turnovers.
He had
65% completion. I'll do a little apology thing. I still think he's a weirdo.
Listen, last night he showed signs of capability.
Maturing?
Yeah. Capability, awareness. The only thing he wasn't aware of was that freaking Texans defense sacking his ass like 20 times.
Well, he's going against the Bears this week. Oh, excuse me, he's on the Bears.
He's going up against the Colts. But let me say this. He has no awareness when he's in the pocket of how much time he has. And then he discussed that he likes to take a little over 2 seconds, sometimes more to get rid of the ball. But the problem is you're holding on to how long do you think you have?
It's not that
for these fucking defensive ends and tackles that are on your ass.
That's not.
He won for life. He broke a couple tackles last night where they had him dead to rights, and the one at the end of the game, the guy ripped half his fucking shirt off.
Is this true?
I swear to God, ripped half his fucking shirt off. Caleb Williams is running. There's a string of shirt about 10 yards wide.
He does have some ability.
I don't know, but irregardless. This guy can't fucking... He should have never been put in this situation. I know you think he's ready to play. You bring him in. He's the number 1 overall pick. How often does that work out? He's no C.J. Stroud.
He asked for a cut from the team before he was even done playing.
He was trying to make a joke and be funny, I think.
I hope so.
Because if he was
serious, funny.
You're not. Everybody knows you're not. That's not happening. He's not their guy.
Still think he does really bad.
I could change my mind by the end of the season, but as of what I've seen from right now, he never was that guy. He should have been made that guy.
I agree.
And now he's fucking suffering because he thinks he's that guy, and so do they.
But he's got the team around him. He has no excuses besides he's young.
God, his
the only excuse he has.
His defense.
He's got a defense.
They
he's got an offense. He's got receivers. He's got running backs. He's got an okay line. He has no excuse. What do you got in this game, buddy?
I'll take the Colts 23-14.
Okay. 14. I'm sorry. I'm going to 13, 14. 14. You guys are pissed at me. Yeah. Yeah. Defense. I'm taking the Bears. It's gonna be something weird. Let's go 19 to.
Let's go like 15-12.
19-13. I got 19-13 Bears. It's gonna be all Bears defense. The Colts are gonna continue to struggle.
They're great on the run too. They're great on. They're gonna they're going to give Jonathan Taylor quite the hard time.
Swift gets a touchdown in this, and the rest of it's goofy shit. They probably get safety.
Let me say this, though.
Happens.
Let me say one thing. Some reason, Pittman steps up this week. 130 reception yards, 2 touchdowns.
If you could tell me right now, hey, Pittman's going to have a game. You don't have to tell me stats. Hey, Pittman's having a game. I change this right now. I change this right now. This changes. This all changes.
I can't. I'd like to say it does happen, but I can't back that up.
Next.
How many years is Pittman in the league? You know, Adam, offhand?
4.
Okay. I don't think it really matters. I was just wondering because
he got his contract, so it's got to be 3 or 4.
I'm just thinking, has he hit that spot already where he's not giving up, but he's lacking now, or 26 years old, that's it?
No, I think they're trying to figure out their offense a little bit.
Well, what's to figure out? They've had this offense for years.
No,
it hasn't changed.
It's only 2.
Alex Pierce is an addition.
Richardson just drafted last year. He wasn't even playing.
I know Richardson, so I understand that, but I'm saying
that's the main dealer of the offense. No,
I just feel like their offense has been in place and playing the way it's been playing for years. Yes, Richardson's an addition. I know Pierce hasn't been super long. But even that's the thing, when you're thrusted into a good offense already, Richardson, this is what it is. Richardson started second, right? Because he was injured one of his games.
He was drafted last year.
He might be
I
right.
don't know why we put that act like save us.
Drafted for the Gators.
Oh, bro.
Did he play for the Gators? So I feel like this is his 3rd year. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I know he was injured. So maybe he got injured his
second year.
He might have got injured his rookie year.
He did.
22. It has to be his 2nd year.
It's his 2nd year.
Yeah, Gators. Okay.
I like him.
I do like him.
I drafted him this year in my second league.
He had a good week 1.
30 fucking points.
He had a good week 1. He's gonna be up and down like a roller coaster because, like you said, they are still trying to figure this out. All right.
Yeah, big old schnoz. You see that thing? Hey,
Pittman, I like Pittman.
Let's move up.
Step up. Next game.
Texans Vikings.
God, this is a tough one to call now, isn't it?
Trap game. Texans are gonna lose a game.
They do.
I'm not picking the Vikings. I'm picking the Texans. Texans will win this game. I think Jefferson will play. Hopefully. If he doesn't, it's a conclusion. And I need to raise my score. I'm going to go Texans 2-23 to 17.
Mm-hmm.
Texans are better. Texans are way better. And they should.
I'm going to say that the Vikings looked good yesterday. I have to go Texans too, just because they're wide receiving core and CJ Stroud is going to be out next in place.
Who's the best?
Pierce has a hamstring issue, so it's Akers.
Cam Akers, running back for the.
Yeah, if Nixon's out, we don't know. Nixon, I think they just pulled him to let him get rest. His rest. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine by next week. I couldn't see him not. He came back in and played.
Same for Jefferson. Jefferson should be fine by next week.
So I'm going to go Texans. I just think they're the better team on paper. I think their players are going to show out. They just had an embarrassing play against the Bears. They're going to be angry. Is it at home? Let me see. Where's that game?
Yeah. It's in Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota. Okay. I'm going to say.
I mean, it's still with it.
28.
Okay.
21.
I respect what you gave the Vikings there. 21.
Well, they're going to score.
It's nice.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of a higher score in 27-24 Houston.
I like it.
Okay.
There's no ifs or buts. Minnesota's going to score every game they play this year. Aaron Jones is a full point.
That's something that will sound real.
Right. Oh, I think he's down. Say something fun. Really game.
I respect him being able to. I mean, we got Jefferson out there catching the ball. I could probably go touch.
You started to say something nice. Why can't you start to say something nice about her? I respect Herbert. I respect Herbert. And I can say something nice. I respect that his team won. And are they 2-0 right now? That's not about Herbert.
Are they 2? I think they're 2-0.
Hard. But they haven't played the best of competition, let's be honest. Because they're not a very good team.
But if you're a Chargers fan, you're happy about that, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, man.
You just got to hope Dobbins does not fucking get hurt. That's what you got to pray right there. because Edwards is not going to be that guy.
Oh, dude, Gus is.
Dobbins could take you to the fucking playoffs if you just run him. Probably. I don't know. All right, next game.
We're on Eagles Saints.
Wow.
I don't have the balls to pick the Saints in this game, even though I want to. I don't have the balls to pick the Saints. I want to pick the Saints. I can see the Saints beating them. I can see in my fucking head how it happens, too. Kamara goes fucking nuts.
I'd like
Carter
to see,
be a piece of shit.
I'd like to see what happens tonight in the Eagles game to have a decision line. But if I'm not in it, I'm taking Philly.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
it's a high scoring affair. I think the car still be a threat. Let me go. Do I dare? Let me go 35-31. Eagles.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want to go first?
I'll go. I will pick the Saints.
Ooh.
Fuck.
I think I might be getting sucked into a little bit of a trip here, but 20. What's 31 7?
Fuck ass.
Saints?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm picking the Saints too. I decided while he was talking, I was picking the Saints too. And I was going to say 31. I'm not going to say 31 anymore. I'm going to say 28. I'm going to say 28-24. Saints
Saints
win the
do
game.
have a nice defense.
I'm actually going to change that. I'm going to say 28-27.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is going to be a closer game. I don't think the Eagles just flat out lose this one, but you just don't know.
I can't believe we're picking the Saints. Okay.
Yeah,
They're,
I feel like it might be
they're
getting
looking.
a little bit.
They're trouncing teams, man.
Hey, let's move on before I change my mind. I can't sit on this. Chargers, Steelers.
I'm taking Steelers.
What you got?
I think Chargers are going to drop a game now.
Yeah.
The only thing that worries me is Pittsburgh trying to put points on the board. So I guess if Pittsburgh is going to win, it's got to be like 2014, 2017. I'll go 2017 Pittsburgh. If Dobbins wants his fire out, they got a fucking shot at beating them.
Real quick, obviously Steelers is playing this game. We assume, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go up next. I don't know what you do. I'm going to go to the Chargers. I'm going to go 24 to 16.
Wow.
I think Chargers in this one. I can see it kind of hit a block here. They're 2-0.
Who do you think gets these touchdowns you're calling? Do you think it's
4 Chargers.
do you think it's Dobbins?
What's the name? Throws 2 of them. Dobbins 1. Big field goal. Something else
Do
happens.
you know any of the wide receivers on the Chargers?
No, I know nobody on the Chargers.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see any touchdowns being thrown. These first 2 games that they've won have been all J.K. Dobbins. You know that, right?
Oh, Herbert doesn't have touchdowns this year. I forgot.
Does he? He might.
Yes, he fucking has a touchdown this year, you dickhead. You cocksucker.
Here he goes.
What is wrong with you? See, this is what I'm talking about. You don't even look at the stats. You have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
don't really care about Herbert's stats.
Your turn to pick, sir.
So then name a wide receiver.
No!
Name a wide receiver.
I can't. I literally can't. I literally can't.
So you got all.
I just told you before I did that I don't know these guys. What I do know is he's throwing for fucking touchdowns this year. I think it's 3 of them. You're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole. No, it's not you fucking guy. No, not something.
I thought it's been
Too late for that.
Yeah. Look.
God, you're an asshole. You're so stupid. You know that? You're just so
I think
stupid.
I am. I think you just want to be that.
Herbert has no touchdowns.
I think you want
0. So,
I didn't say a 0.
yes, you did.
I
You literally just did. What do you fucking mean? You said you had
I
touchdowns. 3.
I asked you who are the receivers, and you want.
I don't know. I don't know the receivers.
You can pick your team.
I don't know the receivers. You don't know the receivers.
That's why I asked you if you knew.
I don't know any of them. I said
And then you off on your tangent about Herbert because that's what you did.
that's what happened.
So calm down.
It was unprovoked.
Take a breath.
You're a cocksucker. You know that?
Justin
You're a
Herbert.
dickhead.
He's the greatest. I got it.
Hey, what's your pick for the Steelers Chargers, bro?
Steelers, I gotta go a little bit low. Let's say
Are you taking the Steelers up?
I am
Okay.
17-13.
That's about right.
All right.
All right. Very well.
Broncos, Bucks.
Who's going first?
No
I'm going
question.
first. Fucking Bucks.
Yeah.
Bucks 30 to. I'll be nice. 17.
I'm going Bucks for sure. 28-17. 21-6.
Ooh.
I will say the Broncos win this game. I will stop football.
I don't think they can. I don't think they could beat the Bucs. I mean, that would be the biggest upset of the week if that happened. There's no team like that.
Right.
The Bucs always have a defense every single year. Seems like really something Baker's coming into his own. I mean, I've always liked him, but he's really found a team that he compliments completely. I mean, Godwin just looked great, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, it always flip flops between Evans and Godwin. That's why you can't ever like.
It does flip flop, but they're both capable.
I hate that.
And even more so capable is Evans. Evans more capable than Godwin.
I wish that he could spread. I understand sometimes it goes that way because defenses are like, we're double teaming Evans. Well, now you got Godwin.
Well,
we're double teaming Godwin.
He is not that good where he can just
spread the ball around.
Just pick, like, you're gonna have a day, just make it happen. He's not that good. He's gonna play the game. He's gonna do what he can do, and he's probably gonna make some plays, and it's gonna be how it works out. I don't think he can call his shots. I don't think he's that good. I think he's really good. I love Baker. You know that.
Maybe in a couple of years, you don't know.
He takes a point. I think I'm a quarterback. I don't think I'm shitting on him.
He was from Allen's class, wasn't he? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. 17?
No.
No? No. After.
Yeah.
2019?
Yeah, closer to COVID now.
2019?
No. Okay. I don't know.
COVID was 2020. How close you can get.
I don't know.
I thought he was in Allen's class, to be honest with you, because my first overall. Mahomes, and then.
What is that? 2018, you're right. Allen's?
So it was the Allen's 2017.
So, yeah. What do you got in the game, buddy?
I'm going to remind myself where we were.
In Broncos and Bucks.
So, Bucks for sure.
Can I switch my score? Can I
10.5 on this?
Can I go 28-6 instead? I think
28-6.
4 touches easily.
I penned it in right there.
I'm going to go Bucks 26 to, I'm going to say a weird number like 15.
10.
No. Let's go 17.
All right. Wow, really?
I gave him 17 too. I show him more respect as well.
And I don't have enough faith in Denver. I like Bo
I don't either. I like Bo Nix too, but he sucks. Panthers, Raiders. I'll go first. Raiders. Yeah, we're going with the Raiders. Panthers are the worst team in the league. They will win a game this year. I will say that. They will win one game, and I will never pick them to win that game.
I'm picking Panthers to win this one.
Yeah, so you got the Panthers for this game.
Yeah, I want to do it. I think this is the one.
Okay. I like that.
And I want to say for some reason they go off. It's going to be like 24-20.
Okay. I'm going to go back. I got the Raiders 20 to 13. Touchdown. 2 goals.
Raiders 23.
Nice.
23.
I'm not going to go stupid this week. I'm taking this and stand by just because I think someone could have.
Oh, it's good. Definitely.
I think it's one of those stupid fucking games where
It's
something
a good game.
defense like gets a couple touches off the Raiders. Who's their quarterback? Is it still Aiden O'Connell right now?
It's not bad. It's
music. Oh, why do I keep thinking?
we did it first week, remember?
I know it's Minshew. I got it.
Dolphins, Seahawks. Dolphins at Seahawks. Traveling all the way over there to wherever the Seahawks play in Seattle. Seattle, Washington. I forgot where it was.
You want to pick first?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go first. I'm going to go Seahawks. I don't know what's going to go on with the Dolphins. I know they're
in trouble.
They got studs all over the offense, but the quarterback's not there. I don't know what they're going to do with the quarterback. I don't know if the Skyler guy's starting or whatever. Even if he is, I don't trust it. Seahawks.
Okay, he's not terrible.
Seahawks are the middle of the road fucking NFL team where they're too good to be beaten by somebody lesser than, and they're too lesser than to be beaten by somebody good.
They just beat an AFC East team that we think is pretty decent. So
I think Seahawks should have been an AFC team. I was very impressed with the Patriots coming that close. But I think the Seahawks play better in that game, and I believe they win this one. I'm going to pick that 23 to.
Oh, you look good.
Seahawks
game too.
10, yes. Well, he has a couple games a year. That's about it, right?
I don't know. I think he's still a pretty decent wide receiver. I think he is his day.
You know, his thing is he's big, strong frame. people up.
Huge.
Hard to
And
press
he
him.
was
Hard to
bullying that defense. That's why they didn't get him.
hard to press him. Hard to tackle him. But he doesn't have leader speed. He's the best.
What are you talking about? He's fast.
He's fast as a receiver. He's not the fastest receiver in the league.
Okay.
We can look it up. I don't believe he is.
He's a really good combine. I'll tell you that. He ran. And you remember he chased Buda Baker down in that Cardinals game and knocked the ball right out of his
Chuba Hubbard?
No, Buda Baker.
Chuba Hubbard.
No. Not Chuba.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So, I mean, he is a speedster. Does he show it all the time? Maybe not, but you got to figure out some of these wide receivers that are too fast. They have to slow down sometimes to make the catches.
Chase the safety down.
I'm taking Seattle. I think they beat Miami. I think it's a close game because no matter who you put in quarterback, you still have Tyreek Hill out there. You still got Jalen Waddle. You still have Devin A. Chain. So I'm going to say 2017.
Wow.
I like Waddle. 2017 Seattle. I think they still somehow get through this one. 2017, I like it.
So Sandike.
433. That's a 4.33. So
That's really good.
Really good.
That's really good. Was he the same weight at that point as he is right
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's
that's good.
He fluctuates.
Because he's big.
Huge.
Big.
The thing is, he's not one of the biggest dudes. I'll tell you, it's all because of his. He's muscle. That's why.
Strong. Frame. It's
Everything
even on that frame. It's already
like a slap. Your head off your fucking mouth.
He's gonna step off.
I hope so. I've watched that.
What do you got? Seattle. Dolphins.
Seattle 27-20.
He just don't like Captain.
I like McCaffrey.
I never liked him. I always forget about him because he always had those games where he's quiet.
He's quiet.
I didn't know he was fast. I thought he was just a big guy.
Yeah.
Ran his routes well, and
I think when he
Wasn't
recorded
the best
that, I think
catcher?
it was a record time because it was right before Tyreek.
Metcalf. That's insane, dude.
Maybe not. But
No, I don't know.
I know his score was right up there at the top. There's not too many people that.
That's awesome.
So now next we got Baltimore and Dallas. This is a good game for both of them because they're both shit right now. So either team has a chance to get some.
I want to, even though I
Dallas.
hate the Ravens. I want to pick the Ravens to figure it out this game, but dude, 0-3. Cowboys win this game, right?
I mean,
I don't
Dallas is
know.
at home again. They don't lose at home. Just did, but they. really don't.
After blowouts, they win. And after they win blowout, they lose.
I don't think they lose two at home in a row.
No. I'm picking Dallas.
And Baltimore is shit in the bed. I don't.
I'm picking Dallas 24 to something weird. That was it, 22. 24-21 Dallas.
That's good. I almost want to duplicate it. So I'm going to go Dallas 28, Baltimore 21.
You having a time with this?
I can't imagine that the Ravens are going to go on 3.
I know. It sucks either way you pick it, honestly.
It's good for you if they do.
Yeah. All right, Dallas 31-28.
Okay. I like that score. It's respectable. I think this
That'd
is
be
a
fun game to watch.
The only thing is we're picking these scores. Like for this game, if I was really picking with my heart, I honestly feel like it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's just going to be so fucking back and forth. Either that,
What are you talking about, like 16-19, 16-20,
stupid, right?
16, something like that?
because what is Prescott doing, man? Has he broken 20 points in the past two games? This one was 19. What was the first game?
Well,
The first game they blew him out. It was
to be
31.
fair, he threw one touchdown in that game, and the rest was everybody else. The running backs, the special teams, the field goal kicker.
Dallas, and I hate to say it, Dallas needs a rebuild. They have no running backs. Now's the time to do it. Get some new running backs. Get a new quarterback. Pray to God you hang on to CD Lamb and get some tight ends.
Problem is, Jerry won't let that happen. So Jerry leaves, and Dallas will be the best.
They are fucked until that happens.
They're not fuck with Jerry. They're still going to win games, but they're not going to be able to go to the next level until Jerry's gone. Let's go. It's like that for 5 years.
He's got to die for that to happen.
And that's the thing too. He wants to retire, but win a Super Bowl first. It's like, well, they don't win a Super Bowl with you, so you're now in this grip lock where you're never going to get out.
Be a silent partner and let somebody take it over and have some fucking wherewithal.
He should have given it to his son Steven 2 years ago.
Steven?
Steven,
team, please. No, next game.
49ers, he got down.
Yeah, that's right.
49ers at the Rams. I think the Rams are pissed. I think they come into this game blazing, and it's very close, but they still lose. The 49ers did not like what happened to them this week against the Vikings. They're embarrassed, and they're going to play a lot better because, honestly, they are better. And they're going to win this game 20-17. Low scoring, slobber knocker.
I'm taking Los Angeles.
That.
And I want to say 21-8. 21-20.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I like that score better than that. I wish I would have picked 21-20. I like that score. Brother.
I'm going to take the Rams, too. I think the Niners will need to get on losing it. It's just early. So let's do 24.
Here's the thing. I think
21.
what you're saying.
Finish the score. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but I believe that as far as the script would go, I think San Fran can lose a couple games and still get into the playoffs.
Sure.
Los Angeles, if they don't do it here, I think it's downward spiral from him. Stafford's not one to come back a lot. He's played in Detroit long enough, but he's not one that successfully comes out of a fucking hole. He's done.
I
Yeah, this
disagree with that.
Putin's on injury reserve, so he's out for the.
I'm assuming he's not.
He's not playing for.
If he's IR, he's not.
He's not playing for the 4 game at least.
Hey.
He's apparently more injured than people want to put out there. So
That's not good.
we got Cooper Kupp.
I know, but he's not hurt. Where he got hurt last game.
Cooper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got to play the rest of the game, remember?
No, I didn't see that.
Cooper got hurt last game.
I don't think so.
I don't know if he's like not going to play this game hurt, but they pulled him.
He's not carrying a questionable designation at the moment, is he?
I haven't checked. Injury occurred here. They got to play for it.
Oh, shit.
Walking boot.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm sorry. I thought we were this up. We were going. I thought we were doing something right. Yeah, he got hurt last game.
All right, can I change my outcome?
Sure.
I gotta take San Fran.
I'm what you say.
Because I was unaware of that. I watched the highlights of that Cardinals game. I watched pretty closely. They didn't mention that. So I'm going to think San Fran to like 2014 if Kupp's not playing, because Kupp's kind of the guy. Who's their running back? Kyron Williams?
It's good, but he needs help.
Oh, man. He doesn't have anybody to throw to now.
Go ahead, Adam. Change it up. You want Niners now?
Yeah, I guess you got to, right?
I want to see something.
You're looking at his destination?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have him?
No.
He ain't no free agent. I'm going to search him.
Oh, is it just... It'll show me everybody.
He's questionable. He's questionable.
It's not doubtful. Okay. Yes, let's go.
That's a pretty-
Niners. What was my score?
You had 24-21 Rams.
Could still be close, even if Kupp doesn't.
Well, let's just flip it.
Okay.
No, 24-17.
But even if Kupp is available, barring an injury he's leaving in a walking boot, his reps are going to be cut. His routes are going to be cut come games.
It's much better to have didn't practice
Is
all
it?
week Kupp. I think Kupp's earned that. He's a Super Bowl MVP, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's earned that.
Okay.
It's better to have him that practice all week than not have him at all.
Yeah.
At least for the game plan.
Right.
Even if he's incapable. Lions Cardinals. Lions at Cardinals. Lions got to be careful this game.
I don't want to take the Lions.
I'm going to pick the Lions, but I do not like my pick. I just want to say that I'm going to pick the Lions, and I am. And if the Cardinals win, then it's egg on my face. I pick the Lions.
I don't think it is.
I'm going to pick the Lions.
I think this is a game that's going to go either way.
But motherfucker, the Cards can win this game. They can win this fucking game.
Good all of a sudden.
I'm going to pick the Lions to the tune of 31-27 is what I got for the Lions. But they can fucking lose this game. They can lose this game big, actually.
If the Cards win, do you think it's by a Hail Mary?
No, I think if the Cards actually win this game, they win it by 14 points. Because I think they get ahead again.
And it's in Arizona?
They jump on them. They think it's nasty. They're trying to do stuff to catch up. They can't catch up. They finally do catch up in the fourth quarter, and it's too fucking late. That's what I think happens. If the Cards win, that's what I think happens.
Look, I'm on the Arizona team wagon as much as you are right now because I think they played fucking great this last game. James Conner played great week 1. I don't know how he's in week 2, but he is, man.
He's
so proven himself to me.
He's just so when he's healthy. He's just
that's what it is.
Fucking reliable.
He doesn't have stellar games, but he's fucking reliable.
Right?
If he needs to get a first down, guess who's going to get?
He's gonna do it. Dude,
we don't even have
they're gonna run the ball 6 times.
They have to run down Murray, even though he has to get first downs. Pass the ball to do what's right. Get the corner and hit his little fucking mouth. Go run for 40 yards and get fucking first down. Every fucking time. Does sometimes. I mean, he has one right now, but he has his fourth one.
That was a hurt right there. But it's so tired. I'm trying to
So, but I can't see Detroit going into week 4, 1 or 2. I can't see that.
I know.
They're too fucking good.
That's what I want.
They're a spotlight for the NFC. I can't see that happening. As good as I think Arizona is right now.
Yeah, and they've proven to be
formidable. You think this is a close game though? I think it's a close game.
I have 31-27, so it's pretty damn close. I don't think the Lions blowing them out. I mean, I could see how they could do that. Laporta goes off, Brown goes off, Gibbs and Montgomery have 80 yards each.
And Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think, is carrying a questionable designation right now into this week. They're going to be cutting his reps. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
yeah. I mean,
but you're right. Yeah, he's got a little something. I don't know what it is. What do you got here? Come on. Feet to the fire. You got to pick.
Fine. 28-24, Detroit.
Okay. I'm excited for this pick because I think you're going to pick the Cardinals. Are you? You are going to pick the Cardinals.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind.
Envy. Go ahead.
128.
Man, you take him 3. That's good.
You've got almost the same score as I.
That's a reasonable score. Because if Arizona's going to be, it's going to be a score like that.
They're going to score points.
They're going to have Detroit. Detroit is scoring team.
They have to put up numbers to beat Detroit. And they could. The thing though, absolutely can't.
I never thought it. I would have never thought it.
James Conner, that fucking rookie.
I would have never thought it. But it's coming in.
Pretty good.
Are they 2-0 right now? Oh, no, they lost us in week 1. That's right. And they almost beat us.
Yes.
That was a close. Wasn't that game 31-28?
They got out 17.
Wasn't that game 31-28?
Something like that.
They got out 17-3 to you guys. Remember, they were beating you guys.
Elm was shook. He wasn't expecting that.
Well, he came back and did the same.
I think he did, but do you not think that was
he screwed his head
right out the fucking gate?
Right.
And there was a Hail Murray opportunity for fucking
I know.
Harrison Jr. at the end of the game.
Hail Murray.
But the only reason he couldn't get the ball out because the defense knew they had to be on his ass or he was going to get that. And that would have been a game winner, I think. It was right at the end of the game.
And it's fun.
Sorry, I'm sorry so much.
You're fine.
It's not impressive right now.
He's Falcons. I'd like to see what happens.
They're 2 Monday night games this week.
They are. We're not there yet. Yes,
Okay. All right. Next game.
Falcons. This is Sunday night game. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Chiefs. I don't believe in Falcons. They have a show.
Think you're going to watch this game maybe when you go?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to see how the Chiefs are. The Chiefs are bad. They're going to win. Chiefs 22-16.
I'm taking the Chiefs 28-17. And I just simply think it doesn't matter if they don't have the chase that they're going to have.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
They're going to have Edwards-Helaire step in, and he's going to be that.
I mean, it matters, but it's not going to.
Edwards-Helaire is that guy he's like James Conner almost. He's reliable. He sucks until somebody gets injured and they pull him in, and all of a sudden he's a fucking superstar, and you're trying to draft him.
This guy's out for the playoffs and on. They're in trouble. But for regular season, they're playing the Falcons. Doesn't matter much. What do you got, bro?
I'm going to go Kansas City 24-10.
They got something in the water out there in Kansas City. They're going for a 3-peat. I'll
heard
some of them fucking Kansas City States up in this house one day for a game.
7:30 p.m. on Monday. Jags at Bills. I don't think we need to talk much about this. I'm going to take the Bills, and it's going to be big. I'm going to take the Bills 30-16.
I hate this.
Thinking Jags. Game?
Can't beat. We have beaten them like 8 years.
Okay.
Once.
Which score?
14-10.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to watch 14 game, but hey.
I'm wrong.
Bills will be good. They haven't figured it out yet. I don't think Bills is the team will figure it out.
And I want to know the stats. I don't think Josh Allen has beaten the Jaguars since he started playing.
How long did they actually play him?
Played him a bunch.
Okay.
I mean, enough.
No, you would know. I wouldn't. I
wouldn't say a bunch, but we played him enough that, come on, dude, why can't you beat them?
Well, Adam's looking it up. Let's see if we. Here we go. Josh Allen stats versus Jags.
I'm looking at
8 for 19, 180 yards on toucher. Terrible. 31 for 47 is pretty fucking good.
Okay, did you win that one?
64. Oh, it's no touchers, 2 interceptions. Never mind now.
Yeah, but I want.
Yeah, you want 5 and 6, 5 and 4, 2 and 1. You want an actual record. Well, type in Josh Allen versus Jags record. Not saying you just went.
2. It is
1 2. 1 2. Okay. Let's play.
I feel like that's just where it's song.
Possibly.
1 of 18. We lost 21. We lost 23.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong, but we have a problem with them.
What do you think?
I think if that's the thing, tomorrow's the day, or whatever it is. Monday. So, Buffalo.
Oh, I thought you were picking the Jags.
20 to 16.
Okay.
I'm just hoping that my words will be wrong, because I would like to see Buffalo be 3-0.
And the other stinker of a fucking Monday night game. Who the fuck wants to watch this game? Commanders at Bengals.
You know why I want to watch it? Because I think Cincinnati steps up and really demolishes.
I do too. I think I'm going to go with
They have to.
Bengals win this game.
They have to. If they don't win this game, they might as well shut their season down now.
And, you know,
I don't like to say that, but that's what's good.
I said this about the Bills last year, remember, against Cincinnati. I was like, if they don't win this game, they're kind of fucked. And they didn't win that game, and they were fucked. What?
Did we beat Cincinnati?
Oh, yeah, we lost to Cincinnati. And we came to the show next week, and I was like, dude, I'm sorry for this. Over
next year.
And you guys won the run.
Okay.
Actually, I think we lost that stupid game to the Eagles the week before.
Yeah, we did.
And
They beat us by 3 points.
because of bullshit.
They beat us by a field goal. It was like 30 to 30 or something, or 34 31.
Give me an orange or something.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Anyway, but they lost that game, and they came back, and they were just fine.
Yeah, they were.
So I don't think the Bengals need to win this game, but the Bengals should put it on them. And I'm going to pick a score. I'm going to pick what the Bengals should be able to do to the Redskins. Or Washington, I'm sorry. I like to call them
Commanders.
Commies. Call them the Commies. They should be able to beat the Commies to the tune of 28 to 10. It should happen. This is what they need to fucking do.
31-17, and that's what I want you to solidify mine.
31-17.
Yes. They got Jamar Chase still fucking running the ball, and Burrow. If Burrow can make a pass at all, they're going to score multiple touchdowns.
No, if they play like they played against the Patriots in week 1, they lose this game. So they need to be careful.
I don't think that's how they play, though. They barely lost it.
Definitely Bengals go something weird, 30 to 20.
Don't you agree that they really need to kind of put on this game?
Yeah, they need to. It's a hard thing to say. Everybody needs to win. So it's
They're playing Washington.
they should. If they get back on track, whooping. If they whoop up
They need to
Washington. That's a okay.
They need a
That we
They need you are right.
they're
And
0-2. 0-2. They should beat the Chiefs, and they fucking.
they because that first week, Jamar Chase was sick. Higgins hasn't played a game yet. They don't have anybody out there. Burrow's still dealing with the wrist injury.
And the Patriots are a little bit better than we thought they were. But okay, big fucking deal.
Yeah.
They gave that game away in Kansas City.
They did,
And they played okay in that game. And so they need to carry that
They did.
on to this game. This game needs to be
And here's the middle of the road. If they come in and play that way against Washington, they're taking that
They
fight.
need to beat Washington.
They're taking that game if they come in. They come in and play the way they play Kansas City. Other than that end of that game, they're taking that game.
Washington should be minus 13.5 on this game. Minus 14.
What do you mean plus?
Well, Bengals should be plus.
No, you're mixing it up.
The other way. Okay. That's what I meant. You know what I mean.
7.5.
I hope that's not because I'd like to bet on this game, so I'm hoping it's more like Bengals are favored by 4. Put some money on that.
7.5.
I think more than that.
Be willing,
But okay, heard.
maybe we'll do a little bit together. $5 win 30.
No, they're just making sure. They're trying to. Come on. They're trying to bang at the bar and I can the bill. Why do you think we did forward of that game? The hands.
Yeah, you wish that.
Some wings, some beers, and you were.
You're looking him on your shirt. Ooh.
Yeah, you were drooling when I was doing it too.
But wait.
I take a phone call outside too. No, I just a little slut up here. I'm gonna wow.
I just gave a cosmopolitan. I'm waiting for the fall.
Something to drink. I'm waiting for him. He's over there just licking his lips.
He won't drink. He just keeps sucking the sauce now. He just keeps drinking the blue cheese. He won't have a sip of his
Actually, I think I roofied myself.
Captain, you still there?
All right. Well, hey, let's see what happens. I'm glad we waited this. We waited last week to pick this week's Monday night game. We did not wait this week to pick.
Well, we already picked these, but I mean, we can always revisit it next Monday if we feel like.
I got Adam.
I like that because if there's injuries or something, you should be able to change your pick. You should be able to. You know what I mean?
We do shows on Mondays, so it's tough for us. You know, we have to pick very early in the week for a game. You know, somebody can get hurt Thursday and it's all fucked.
Yeah.
So it's very tough for us. And then the game just happens, and now we got to do the analytics. You know, talk about it again, and we.
Yep.
It is what it is.
This is a good week of football. I mean, there's a lot of shit games, but there's games that we really want to see. I want to see Arizona, Detroit. I want to see Bills and Jacksonville. I want to see Tampa and Denver just because I want to see Tampa and football. Houston, Minnesota. I think that's a good game.
New Orleans. Is New Orleans real? Can really still end up hold up? See what happens tonight.
They can definitely hold on. And I think when New Orleans look fucking good.
One game I don't want to watch. New York against.
I'll watch that. I think Cleveland hopes on them.
The chance starts. Watch it.
Famous
I don't like it. Anyway, that's another week here on Piggy and Jake. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back next week, right? Everybody's good for next week? We're good for next week? We'll be back next week to do our picks, to recap what happened, you know, the coming week. What are you doing?
Doing my picks.
Piggy and Jake. Here we are.
No pegar mocos. No pegar mocos.
And Kevin has homework is to bring stats for Herbert.
Won't be tough. There won't be a lot of stats to bring.